What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Game Week 16 Top Captaincy Picks video. My name is Ryan and welcome to the Football Chatbox. So let's get into the Game Week 16 FPL Captaincy Picks. So if you're new, first of all, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button because it helps the algorithm for the video to get picked up. But let me explain to you what happens here. So Game Week 16, what I look at is the fixtures. We look at the last 4 game weeks usually, but now I've changed it to last 4 matches. Both same thing, but because Spurs missed a match in the middle, I want to get their last 4 data, so that's why it's last 4 matches. In terms of the teams that are highlighted in green, that means they are the top 4 best for minutes per XG or minutes per expected goals conceded. In terms of red, you're in the bottom 4 for XG or XGC in the last 4 matches. And the ones in the orange/yellow, whichever way you look at it, they are basically teams from 5 to 8. So the next best 4 teams in the Premier League for XG or XGC. So that's how I've kind of like done it in terms of the data that I've collected. And as you can see, Man City, Liverpool, both are top 4 for expected goals scored and expected goals conceded. So that means they have a really good attack and really great defense, both. If you look at Everton, they're bottom 4 for both expected goals conceded and expected goals scored. So they have a poor attack and poor defense in the last 4 matches. Now, based on all of that, what we try to do is we try to match teams with really good attacks against somewhat weaker defense. This week, however, it's a bit different because the teams with good attacks are going against teams with pretty decent defenses that have improved recently as well, especially given the likes of Norwich, who have improved recently, the likes of Aston Villa, who have improved significantly and are now in the top 4 for expected goals conceded in the last 4 matches, going up against a strong Liverpool team. And this may be the week where maybe Salah is not necessarily going to be or not necessarily should be give the armband and that's it. Because this week, I think if you wanted to punt, there are players you could look at that you could give the armband to apart from Salah, because of the fact that Liverpool are going to be playing Aston Villa. Aston Villa under new manager Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard coming to Anfield as a manager on the opposing dugout. I don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like. It's going to be a very weird atmosphere at Anfield. Probably one that maybe the Liverpool supporters also, I mean, it's your legend returning. So I wonder how the atmosphere is going to be, how it's going to impact the game. Quite a few things there. And the fact that Aston Villa have looked good defensively as well recently. Like the stats are showing that they have improved. Their top 4 for expected goals conceded. So that means that they're currently, I think, the 3rd best defense in the last 4 matches, Aston Villa. So they have improved significantly under Steven Gerrard. So this might be the game week where if you wanted to punt on someone else, you could possibly do that and not get a significant rank decrease, or possibly you might even actually get a rank increase by not captaining Salah. That could happen. Again, it's up to you on who you captain, but I'm just here to give you the data. The other thing, however, is it's not a forward switch in terms of it's not a straightforward switch in terms of finding another captain, because all the other captains that I'm about to tell you are not playing weak defenses, because they're also playing decently strong defenses. Man City playing a decent Wolves teams in terms of defense. Attacking wise, Wolves are horrible. They're the worst defense. They're the worst attack in the Premier League in the last 4 matches for Wolves. Tottenham, who have improved again in terms of attack and defense in the last 4 matches, they are playing a decent Brighton team. Now, the reason I put Tottenham there against Brighton is because of the fact that even though Brighton have improved defensively, they're going to be missing about 8 to 9 players or something like that for this upcoming game. So that could play a huge part in terms of how Tottenham can capitalize on it. United improved significantly under have improved quite a bit under Ralph Ragnick. And those first 25 minutes to 30 minutes against Crystal Palace kind of showed how they're pressing really high. If you look at their the whole team structure, check the podcast tomorrow when we're doing it on YouTube. We'll analyze it, where the whole team is now a bit more forward compared to what it used to be in terms of average position. So United have also improved. They're going against a Norwich team. Norwich have improved defensively as well, but United have improved attacking wise as well. So we'll have to see. A lot of these teams that I'm about to tell you have improved defensively, and it's not an easy switch as well to go away from Salah. So having said all that, my first suggestion would be Bernardo Silva. Now, Bernardo Silva is probably the second best player right now in the Premier League in terms of ongoing form right now. In terms of price, he's now at 7.5 million. I think he's going to go to 7.6 as well, possibly. The map you see on the side here, this is the XG shots of his. As you can see, not many shots, but he's still scoring. And this is Wolves' defensive stats. So this is Wolves' XG shots conceded. Now, Wolves have conceded 45 goal attempts, 5 big chances conceded with a XG of 4.27 conceded. And they're ranked 8th in terms of defense. So they're the 8th best defense in the Premier League in the last 4 matches. Now, but if you look at it, they consider a lot of their shots on the right-hand side of their defense, which is where Bernardo Silva does operate. Now, this can help Bernardo Silva and also possibly help him to get returns. Now, Bernardo Silva has an XG of 1.58, XA of 0.47, so a 2.05 XGI. Not the best compared to some of the others I'm about to show you, but still good returns. He's had 3 big chances, and I think he has scored 2 out of those 3 big chances. Let me just confirm that to you. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, so he's had 3 big chances, and he scored 2 of them. He's created 8 chances. Out of that, 1 of them were a big chance created. So Bernardo Silva is producing good numbers. And also the last 2 games, as you've seen, he's returned double digits as well for anyone who had him in his team. So he's a good player to captain at this in terms of right now. There are rumors that he's possibly going to also, at the time of recording, this is before the Champions League have kicked off. He hasn't traveled in the City squad, so he's possibly going to be rested for this game, for the Champions League midweek fixture, which means he will possibly play against Wolves. So he could be a really good captaincy option. He is number 1. Now, captaincy number 2 is Heung-min Son, priced at 10.4 million, 4 starts, 2 goals, 1 assist. Obviously, goal and assist on the weekend, and an XG of 1.04. Now that's the problem. Now Son's stats aren't great in terms of XG, XGI, XA, not the best. Even big chances, he's had only one big chance, and he scored it. But compared to Bernardo Silva, not the same. Bernardo Silva has had a few more extra chances created. He's only created 6 chances created, but no big chance created. So he's creating the chances, but nothing really happening. In terms of shots as well, as you can see here, not too many shots taken compared to Bernardo Silva, who is more inside the box. And he's playing a Brighton team who are the 5th best defense. And Brighton's defense, well, they're conceding shots a bit all over the place, which maybe he might help Heung-min Son, but they're not conceding too many big chances conceded. Only 6, 48 goal attempts, 3.86 of XG conceded. Now, the one reason I think Son could possibly... Now, Son is a form player, and right now he is on a bit of form, I would say. The one reason he could do well is because of the fact that Brighton could be missing quite a few players. And that could potentially impact Brighton's chances of scoring. Now, there are rumors also about COVID and everything going through, so you might want to have a lookout for Spurs news, see what's going to happen to their game, everything. I think there is a few rumors going about on terms of all of that, so take this captaincy choice as a risky one, because I'm not sure what's going to happen with the game and everything, so keep an eye out for that. Now, third, Mohamed Salah. Now, Mohamed Salah has been on insane form, probably the best numbers out of all 4 that I'm about to show you. 13.1 million, 4 starts, 3 goals, 2 assists, XG of 2.97 and 0.87 XA with 5 big chances. And let me get you the total number of big chances created that he has had. Let's go. So, 5 big chances, 7 chances created. Out of those 5 big chances from Salah, he has scored 3 of them, and out of 7 chances created, he's had 3 big chances created. So Salah is giving, in terms of numbers and returns, he's giving it all. which is why he's still probably the most consistent player to captain and probably the number one captaincy option in terms of what everyone's going to go for. Aston Villa, in terms of defensive stats, have improved. They've conceded only 4 big chances with an XG conceded of 3.32, currently ranked third in the last 4 matches. So third best defense, Liverpool being the second and City being the first defense. The City being the best defense. Now this is Salah's shot map, and this is Aston Villa's shot conceded map. Now the interesting part of this is Aston Villa are conceding more towards their towards their left flank, which is where Salah operates because he's on Liverpool's right, and that means Salah is going to have more chances on shots. Now, most of the times, if you're a returning subscriber, you might have noticed that most of the times I've shown you Salah's opponent and their map. Most of the times where Salah returns, the team that he's facing are weaker on their left flank. So that kind of gives hope for Salah to still get returns in this game. The only one reason is I'm a bit worried about in terms of Aston Villa have improved pretty well. It's Steven Gerrard, so there are a few factors also to consider. But I think the fact that they are still a bit weaker on their left compared to the right kind of gives me hope that Salah could possibly get maybe an attack in return or two. So we'll have to see. So he's still a good captaincy option. Probably I might also still captain him, but I'm here to show you that there could be other players that you could possibly captain as well this week, and still potentially either equal or better, or maybe go a bit under just in case. Depends on what the game is like. So Salah, another captaincy option. Now the final captaincy option is Cristiano Ronaldo. Now Ronaldo is playing. Under Rangnick, we saw a 4-2-2 formation, a 2-striker formation, which helps Ronaldo because now he has someone to feed off in terms of he can play a 1-2, get on the end of the ball, or he could actually pass it to someone. So he had Rashford who did most of the pressing for him. So that kind of helps Ronaldo in terms of a 2-striker partnership. We've seen in Ronaldo when he's played with Real Madrid, he had Benzema to play off with. If Cavani is fit, he could play with Cavani, and that could also be a really good partnership to look out for. So Ronaldo is a really good option. He's producing the numbers as well, not very similar to Salah, but almost close to Salah. So 2.48 XG, 0.42 XA with an XG of 2.90, 4 big chances, and he's scored 2 of the big chances, so 50% conversion in there, and only 3 chances created, not the best, but one of them was a big chance created. Now Norwich are the 6th best defensive team with only 3 big chances conceded, so Norwich have improved significantly under Dean Smith. Now something to keep in mind is their opponents haven't been the best, so that kind of doesn't paint a good picture in terms of their stats. So the stats are going to be a bit more favored because their opponents haven't been that great in their last few games. Goal attempts, however, 48 goal attempts conceded, and this is Ronaldo's shot map. As you can see, quite a few shots inside the box, not many outside. Very similar to Salah. Salah, however, with a bit more goals to his name. But Ronaldo kind of helps because the way where Norwich are conceding most of their goals is central. Very central is where Norwich are conceding, as you can see. So it kind of helps that Ronaldo is also like taking shots down that central area. So he could be another good captaincy option. If I was to pick, I would probably go between Salah and Ronaldo for me, with Bernardo Silva as a good option as well. The problem with City and Bernardo Silva is that their goals are usually spread around the pitch. So you could have one day Bernardo Silva's getting points, and the other day you could have Gundogan, or another time it could be Foden or Gabriel Jesus. So their goals are going to be always spread. I mean, their points are always going to be spread amongst the squad for City. Whereas for Liverpool and United, these two are the talisman, and they're going to be the ones who are going to be mostly on the end of it or either creating it. So these two will probably be my favorite choices. Son could be a differential choice for anyone who's going for it, unless you're getting rid of Son to bring in another midfield player this week. But yeah, those are the captaincy picks. Let me know who you are captaining, and if this video helped you, do hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. We're currently on 77 subscribers, so we need another 23. So with your help, we can probably do this. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well, and thank you all for watching. Tomorrow we'll be live on YouTube at 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time, So 9 p.m. Sydney time. That is, I think, 10 a.m. UK, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure to check us out live on YouTube. We'll be streaming. Get involved on the chat as well. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all tomorrow.
I'm walking alone.